Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update by 1000 Days Challenge. This is day 716, so let's get things started. Alright, in another case, there's no change in our equity balance wise. Like what I mentioned, I'm not entering any trade right now. If you look in terms of the daily chart itself, we did close on the green candlestick yesterday itself. So that's a very good sign. We're actually now above the 20 exponential moving average. And the fact that it's also flat, it does give a very good sign. And this is also the second time we break it, and the frequency has actually increased. So this to me is actually a very first good sign that we could be seeing a short-term bottom, or at least a very clear consolidation pattern is happening. And what I mentioned, I did want a potential breakout that happened this week, but for me to lean towards the downside momentum, I actually wanted to be rejected off the 20 exponential moving average. So sentiment-wise speaking, I would say that on the daily, say on the coming week ahead, I do lean towards some sort of bullish momentum towards the upside. If we were to break towards either direction itself. But of course, we will still consolidate over here and crisscrossing this 20 exponential moving average, reducing the dynamic resistance or support significance of it, and what we see over here. So previously, we also had some sort of potential bottom over here. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to break and stay above it. And then when we break below it for the second time in a row, we actually went all the way down. So this is something that could also potentially happen as well. But of course, like what I said, it happened once. It can happen a second time without a doubt, but the potential possibility does reduces simply because of the strength and the weakness of the market is going to be reduced in terms of the selling momentum or the selling strength of it, I would say. All right, and if we go down in terms of the forward chart itself, what we do see is that we are right now right below the 200 exponential moving average on the forward chart. So definitely we still want to keep a lookout. We could definitely still have a strong break, especially if we break below this upstroke trend line itself, but we do consolidate over here, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. So do bear in mind that even if I do draw this upslope trend, and we could consolidate over here, and that does not and would not mean a break even if we do cross this line itself, because there will be just literally the time passes by and the price didn't really do anything in a sense. If you do want to consider it as a breakdown, what I do want is that if you do draw the upslope trend line, you want a convincing break in terms of volume wise as a spike increase, something like this. So we do have a double in terms of the average volume wise, then yes, that would very much be likely that we could break towards further downside pressure. But otherwise, I would lean towards some sort of like a neutral territory right now. So I'm not looking to enter any short in both in terms of a forward chart or daily chart perspective. All right, otherwise, that's more or less about it. And finally, before I do end the day itself, do look in terms of the weekly chart itself, we are still very much below the 200 simple moving average on the weekly chart. So consolidating over here, generally speaking, is still a bearish sign. But of course, you could have a retest over here for the second time itself, and we do a very strong break towards the upside, in which case you can have a consolidation in between these two exponential, 200 exponential, 200 simple weekly moving average itself, and in which case we could have a decisive move towards the upside or even towards the downside. In any other case, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.